Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. Wendy, it's been a year since we had this live call, remember?
Oh, yes, I remember. It was so nice meeting you and talking about our books last year. And thank you for having me again today. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see you, even when we are in the group of the European Fruit Party. So forgive me today if I'm looking like I just rolled out of my bed. I did wake up 2 hours ago, but maybe I sound a little bit closed as well. We're all having big colds here, so I thought I'd still join you. But
Thank you so much, Wendy. I still remember last year. I was just so impressed that I mean, I feel like everyone who is in this bundle, like most of them, they're all high achiever. I get so intimidated, and I do remember one of the person was you. I mean, you have two little kids, right? One is a toddler,
yes,
and you do so much, and you're hosting a retreat fruit Dutch fruit festival. Is that how it's
right.
called?
Yes, Dutch Fruit Festival. That's
Which
right.
is
Yeah.
just coming, and the last year's book was like, wow, there's so much information. And I was just asking Wendy, so the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle for 2026, if anyone is interested, you can check out our link in either of our bio. And I don't like anyone pushing me to buy anything, and I don't want to do that for anyone, but I do think it's worth looking at it. And it's so much information that usually, because we have this community, I myself have a hard time catching up on everyone's book and recipe. I just share throughout the year, and a lot of people buy individual book after, because I continue to share great information. It's only $50. My book itself is, I think I said it for $20 or so. And there's Dr. Doug Graham and Chris course, 17 hours course. I think it's after this bundle, it was supposed to be $750. I haven't had time to look at it. And in your book, I have to say the toxin free child or children,
Yeah,
that
childhood.
toxin free childhood. So it's so beautifully done. I wanted to show the cover page of it so you guys get the image, right?
Wow, thank you.
So beautiful. Okay, I know you've used AI, which is beautifully done, but the baby part, is this baby the real baby?
This is our photo. The photo is also in the same folder. You can see it. I just
I saw that,
had
yeah.
yes, I used AI to make the
Background.
composition.
But
Um,
the
and then
baby looks so perfect.
I put us, like, this is actually a photo that I just took. Um, and I just put us inside. So that was my doing. But and
It's so well
so
done.
the Dutch background and the plants, they're all actual photos.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, I didn't use Photoshop. Well, I used how you call that, free pick or something, and you can use their video editor, their online photo editor, and I love it. And you can also it also has an AI nowadays. I think it's still the same as it was before, but it can now add elements. So it
what
added,
do you use? You said
yeah, free pick.
free pick.
Yeah,
A free pick.
that's
Okay.
where you can actually, it's a website where you can find photos, but they also
Mm,
have a photo editor, and you can put your own photos in there, and then you can use the editor. You can do like 3 or 4 edits a day. So I just use that. I only use it like occasionally, so that's why I could. Yeah, I mean,
it
you only need like
yeah.
1 edit or 2 edits, and you're done. So yeah, I don't have to install any program. Don't need to learn anything complicated. Um, yeah, and yeah, I really like, the lavender plant and the tree, and
Yeah, it's you know
yeah.
you, so Wendy is very talented in so many fields. She is a naturopath, and you're also organizer for the Dutch fruit festival, and you have been doing it for how many years?
The festival, well, since 2019.
Wow,
So
7 years.
yeah, every year I'm going, wow, I've been doing this for a long time now. Yeah, and I've been on the raw vegan journey for 10 years. This is my 10-year anniversary. I'm already like 10 year and 5 months now.
Congratulations. I do remember how is it possible a mom of two kids, who is just juggling so many things. And your place looks so clean every time I see you.
Oh,
It's
thank
just,
you so much. I mean, it is clean, but it's sometimes it is a mess. Every
it's
day.
so, it's organized, and I think you go by Dutch standard, 'cause it's well organized.
Perhaps I don't think it's very organized right now. I mean, yeah, the I mean, come on, look the cabinet.
It's well done. It's Yeah, you go by Dutch standard. Dutch people are
Okay,
well.
maybe it's Dutch standard. Maybe my standards are a little bit high, but yeah, I mean, um, yeah, if you have to have two kids and let the youngest one just came to daycare now. She just went two times once a week. And other than that, for the last 2 years, having a teenager and a baby around was quite challenging. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how you find your time
um,
on,
me neither.
focusing.
I don't have time for anything. So we have to make choices. So the choices I make is like, okay, now I focus on, making posts, or now I focus on the book, and now I focus on. So I also do gymnastics again because I really needed the exercise, and this is the sport that I love.
Nice.
Yeah, so I started that on Thursday evening, and at the same time, I started teaching gymnastics again to little girls. So that's
Wow.
something. Yeah, that's something that I did for 11 years when I was like really young, as my first job. When you're 13, you
Wow.
get your first job. And I was an assistant back then. That's just like for people running a gymnastics hall. And I must say that being away for one evening to do the teaching, and away well, just even if it's just an hour to go sports, it takes away a lot of time. And then the other one goes on Tuesday, so I'll have to drive to the other side of the city for him to go to gymnastics. And I must say, so I really wonder, like, should we quit? Because when the baby's asleep, I should like relax, take a breath, prepare a meal, fold the laundry. But instead, I'm on my computer most of the time, like working, working, working until she wakes up. And then I try to manage the household with them around. And yeah, especially like I'm just alone with the kids, right? So I don't have their father to do anything, even like see that frame there. She's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be hanged, but I don't even have time to get the cord, get the drill, make a hole, put a plug. Like it is something that maybe takes like 30 minutes to do, but it's not very easy when you have a little baby or now toddler running around. Like you don't want to drill a hole when have machinery around, when you're, especially not when somebody can't catch her. And then all these evenings feel so. Yeah, I'm sorry that I go a little bit too deep in that, but I just want to show you that um the mom struggle could be real. Like sometimes it feels challenging, but it is also a choice. And I mean, I love being their mom, and I love creating the book. I love organizing the festival, and these are things that I love. And I love to teach gymnastics, like seeing the kids develop and sharing what I used over the years. And now, exercise for myself is healthy as well. So for me, they're all like a must. So I have to make choices, and sometimes we don't vacuum, and sometimes we vacuum every day, and sometimes we skip. And the eldest helps out a lot. He's now downstairs with the little one. They're having the other half of the melon, and he's been really kind to take her to the playground when we are doing these lives as well. So been trying to manage all that. And for anybody watching that is like, yeah, but I'm a mom, I can't do that, or I can't do all that raw food, or it's so complicated to figure out what kind of a toothpaste I need. I'm just got one. Like I got some like this, for example. It's like a really good one, for example. So I write about that in this book.
The teenager that you have, the old one, is it the boy or girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. Okay, and the boy, and then the girl is the toddler.
Yes.
Okay, you've got two.
Yeah. Yeah, I got two, and try to make it easier for other moms as well with the toxin-free childhood, to make choices. Like, for example, I have an air filter right there, but there's so many different kinds. Like maybe you want to clean your air, and what do you choose and why, and do you really need that? So this is what I write about in the book, and I try to keep it very compact so that it is easy just to use as a reference guide. You don't need to go from 0 to 100. That's like 98 pages. So you don't have to go cover to cover to get the information out. You can use the index and look up, okay, toothpaste, I want to read about that. What's okay? Like, this is my toothpaste. This is one of my toothpastes. So yeah, it's very light, huh? So make some shade.
That you make it yourself?
Yeah, I've had this for years and years and years. I've made different variations. Yeah, I love this one, and I checked it with both my dentists, who are, we call them biologic dentists, so that would be organic, I think, in English. But currently, last month, I used this little dish, and I add a miswak powder in it. You know miswak?
No.
It's a root, comes from South Africa, and it looks like a licorice root, and you chew it, the branches go out like that. And then what they do is they use that as a toothbrush. But what I like this powder, which is the same root but then powdered. And there is some drops of essential oils inside, and a little teeny tiny bit of clay, just a teeny tiny bit of clay. You can buy it like that. And this is something I really love. I love the taste, I love the texture. It doesn't hurt my teeth. My kids love Valeda. This one I bought when the oldest was it's in French. The oldest was needing toothpaste, and because I had a lot of these from Switzerland, this Valeda brand, and I thought it'd be good, but for me it's too hard. The pieces that are inside are scratching the teeth a little bit too much for me, so I get very sensitive teeth. And before I had all of this, I could only use some brand called Sensodyne, which is for sensitive teeth.
Oh yeah, that's very popular, huh?
Well, yeah, there are a lot of other ones that my mom bought, but I would always hurt my teeth, so I would never use that, because or I would just use my finger and just put it on like that, and then rinse with water. Yeah, done. Did you brush your teeth? Yeah. That is so strange, like I used to have such strong teeth when I was young. I didn't have any cavity until I was 26, 27.
Wow.
Then I got vaccines, and yeah, everything went downhill from there. So
Yeah, I'm looking at your dry mineral clay tooth powder.
yeah, that's this one.
So it's 9 dry, and then okay. Wait. What is 9 dry mineral powder? And then there's 10 coconut clay toothpaste.
Hmm.
9 dry. Why is it 9? What's the number?
That's the numbers of the recipes.
Okay, there are 10 recipes,
That
maybe.
so in total there are 24, but maybe you have the do you have the first bundle download that we had the week before May 1st? Did you
I
download?
downloaded the most recent one, I think.
Oh, okay. Otherwise maybe you want to bring it up on the screen, but so the layout is different from the version that's in the bundle now, because I sent all the creators the version that had no, like, very boring text only, so that you could go read it.
Okay. So you don't mind I bring it let's see. It's towards the
Yeah, so that's the index. You can show the index, maybe one page up.
60.
That's me.
Yeah. 64.
Maybe you want to go back to the table of content, because otherwise we'll have to go to page 90 or something. Yeah,
Oh.
so here you can see all the recipes.
Mm-hmm.
So recipe number 8 is repair balm, the calendula
Oh
repair
yeah,
balm.
so yeah,
Number
it says
9 is the coconut. So that would be, so the dry mineral powder,
okay.
that's this. It's dry, it's powder. So that's this one. And well, of course, it's got minerals inside to help with your teeth, and it's got some baking soda inside, but not too much. Like, if people are trying to make it themselves, like, read the recipe, don't put too much baking soda, because it can also be too hard on your teeth.
So your favorite is number 9, dry mineral clay.
Currently, this one's my favorite, the miswak. But this one I bought, so this one you just buy miswak powder. And I wrote about that in the book as well, but it's not a recipe because you just buy it like that.
Okay, got it. Sorry. Yeah, do you know toothpaste called Kiss Me? Uh, it's the iron toothbrush. I shared it in my first book, and with water and the your skin um contact on the with the parts that you're supposed to touch, and that's supposed to activate the ionic whatever. So I'm not,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that works really well for me. I've been using it for over 3, I don't know, is it 4 5 years? I don't remember, but I was always searching for toothpaste, and nothing seems to please me. So I yeah, the Kiss, I think it's called Kiss Me. This is Japanese brand, but you can buy it anywhere in the world, I think.
Hmm.
And it just keeps my teeth so clean. And my husband likes to have a toothpaste, so I have a brand that Sachi has been using, and apparently that's like a safe, approved raw vegan toothpaste. So my
Well,
husband,
yeah, I think they are all of these ones are raw vegan approved toothpaste.
mm,
Except that but if I would really have to choose, I think, like, if you want to buy it, this would be like one of the easiest ones. But I have to go to France every time because it's called Ciel d'Azur. It's from Provence, just like my soap.
can you bring it closer? So,
This soap, yeah. I saw
Ciel d'Azur.
when I was traveling last time in Florida, I was going to see Dr. Morse again. I saw that there was people in Florida making toothpaste with like similar ingredients. It has so little. It has kaolin clay, and then thermal agua, which is just like thermal water from from thermal water.
Mm.
And then it has salvia, which is just sage. So
Mhm.
it has plant glycerin. It has bentonite, which also a clay. Then it has some xanthan gum. That's like the oil. That's like the oil from the tree. That makes like a. That's an old toothpaste to make it. Yeah, that's the gum. I don't know how to say that in English. I think it's just gum in English. And then it's got some alcohol to like preserve it because it is still a toothpaste and it is like wet. And then it's got more sage oil, and then it's got something called dihydroacetic acid, and this is a a fairly easy acid also to preserve it. So you want to, instead of like vitamin C, what that vitamin C acid that they use a lot for preserving. So in this case, it's the dihydro, which means with water. um, yeah, it's hard to translate because it's literally the name. This is the name. Like I don't know there's another name for the chemical name because I know all the chemical names. But yeah, so what I did was in the book, I took the ingredients that are on here on all like different brands, and
Mm.
I found words for it to describe them actually. So for me, I read chemical labels like, like ingredient list. For me is just fine. For me it's the same as reading a recipe where it says like onion, garlic, dates, celery. So I know that for many people it's not like that, and that's why in the book um I put these names as so that people can go, oh, okay, so that's harmless, that's healthy, that's like really healthy. Because even if it says Salvia officinalis oil, it can be like, oh my gosh, what is this? Even like that, like not everybody knows it's just sage. So I wanted to bring that out in this book so that people can just use it as a reference guide.
Yeah, my when my husband goes back to France, I'm gonna ask him to buy that one. That sounds really good.
Okay, so I have the sage one, but you have also the thyme. I love the thyme, and they have like 6 different flavors. There's a rosemary, I think that's so strong. The
Ah,
rosemary one
okay.
is, I think it's the thyme I was liking, and I like the sage the best. It's antibacterial, so
Nice.
it's hard. That
Yeah, I don't
sage.
think I've ever tried the sage toothpaste, but
Yeah. So
sounds
I got
good.
that Himalayan toothpaste too, that Ayurvedic one, and that
Oh
has such
yeah.
salts inside. Like that hurts my teeth. Like it's in there in my box. Like it's super natural, supposed to be super good for you, but that one's too hard for me as well. So yeah, I
Ah,
don't have
okay.
that. Yeah, and also what you want to realize is that it's not only about your toothpaste, it's also about the toothbrush. So I talk also about these toothbrushes. So this is one of those bamboo ones, right?
I
And
used to have, I have quite a few. I bought a bunch of them, like, because I thought, okay, bamboo toothbrush is the way to go. But those gets moldy easily.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, mine doesn't.
that's
Hmm.
good.
Well, for me, the issue with this particular brand is that the bamboo, like here it's soft and yeah, it's smooth, but still you feel all the fibers.
Yeah.
And when you brush your teeth, it touched that part.
Yeah,
It was making my teeth red. So I don't use it. I don't use it. Even though
you
this,
mean that your skin, it was irritated.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you scratch your skin, like, and then it gets
That
so red,
hap-
it hurts after,
mm,
like a week or 2 weeks. And I thought I just have to push it through, but no. So then I went back to buying other ones which do have plastic, like recycled plastic.
mm.
And then I realized that is when I was starting this book, because this is actually when I started writing the book, like last year or yeah. Wait. So I'm trying to be all natural, but I haven't thought about the toothbrush actually, because wait, it is also plastic and we throw it away too. So what were
Mm,
we using before we were having toothbrushes then, right? Like before we had plastics, like how would people brush their teeth?
mm,
Were they even doing that? And yeah, that gets one thinking, right? So what we want to do and right now is, of course, we want to brush our teeth, but we want to be mindful of what we're buying, and we don't want to buy, like they say, every 3 months you have to get a new toothbrush. I think before I bought this one, I had another one. I think I had it for 3 years.
yeah, I don't change. My husband's toothbrush, he pressed so hard, so he would have to change 3 to 6 months. Mine, I probably don't have to change for a year.
Yeah. So I was really amazed by that. And I also, back then, I did use the electric toothbrush as well. Um, But what I wanted to say was that it's not only about the toothpaste, because the brush here, it really depends. And when it is extra soft in one brand, is maybe medium in another brand.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a hard brush, then you also destroy your teeth. You just scrape off too much and it feels super clean, but maybe that is too clean, you know?
Mm,
So you have to find the balance there.
yeah.
And yeah.
Let's talk about the um oxygen, well, the um CO2, the air, the room. How did you call it? Let's see. You have a section
The
of
chapter is called Air.
what's that?
The chapter is called Air. No, it's on the top. Go back up. No, it's there.
First one, resources. Who's
See,
Wendy?
what's really in the water? What's really in the air? Oh, well, I see that. You see that? I see the mistake in my thing. You see?
No, what's really in the air? Yeah.
It should
So
be there.
ah, okay. So this is very interesting. I think many people, like you were mentioning in the book, that including myself, when we are close to cars, I think it's called PM 2.5, like something we can't
Yeah,
see. It's very
yeah.
fine particle,
Fine
but
dust. It's called fine particle dust.
yeah, and we are concerned about that. But
Yes.
I forgot the number. Like it was it 98% of the time, the indoor air is more polluted than outdoor air. I
Yes.
I like listening to Diary of CEO, and there was a
Mhm.
specialist in this field, and her interview was very interesting. 98, like it was, don't quote me on the percentage, but it was just basically pretty much
No, no,
everywhere.
98. I think I have it in the book as well. 98%. I think, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Maybe I
cool.
wrote 97, but it is like that. Yeah, I wrote it in the book. It is, we are worried about toxic gases from cars and airplanes, and then people don't realize that 98% of the air inside your home is so, yeah, so much like toxic
Mhm.
compared to outside. And that's why I spend a lot of time in my book writing about, the importance of why and how you have to ventilate your house. Like, this is not minor, this is not an option, this is essential. This, we are born outside, we are humans, our biology is made in nature, we used to live outdoors. And the houses we have right now could be, even though they might have like some membrane that brings like moisture in, you need air flowing, you need air moving like all the time. This is
Yeah.
you always need the circulation of the air like it is outside, because the the displacement of the air, it goes up to the sky and comes back and condensates and rain, and this is what keeps the earth living for everybody, for everything, for animals, for humans, for plants. So the moment you lock yourself in a building and you close all the windows and you close those ventilation shafts above the window that we have here, that's when you start polluting yourself.
Yeah, you did such a great work on explaining. By the way, you did such a good, I mean, you organized really well. So it's very clear where to go, what you're looking for. And as you were explaining, you don't have to read the whole book. You just can go back to, go to the topic that's interesting. And the air part, I thought that I knew, but it was really interesting. And that was a good reminder. I just opened the, little bit of window, and so that I have a bit of a ventilation coming in, right? And you
I so much appreciate you immediately applying these.
Yes, I mean, this is the beautiful thing about the bundle. We keep on reminding on something good because we are bombarded with the information, and then but we don't do it. We forget. So I was like, oh, that's good. I mean, it's not too cold now. So I open. And then you also mentioned about the plants, and you said that at one point you counted plants in your home. It was 50. Is that still true?
So that was in my first home here in the Netherlands. Yeah, they multiply, they don't die. People know I like plants, so I want another one, or people give me plants, and some just multiply. Unfortunately, I have not been so lucky in this house. Every plant that starts that is in the front of the house, in front of the window, they all get lice. I never, ever had lice in my plants ever. And when I got here, the person that was babysitting a few of my plants, they came back all with lice, and I treat them like you should with the natural methods and remove everything and over again. But no, they seem to be coming back. So I
Lice,
mean, they're not
lice
dying.
for hair, lice.
No, lice on the plant, the
Like,
flat
yeah,
ones.
so like there are lights that you can go into kids' hair. Is that
No, no,
it's a
plant
different
lice.
plant lice?
There are like millions of different plant lice. You don't know that? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so cool. That is so cool. I thought that was just, everybody had that. But maybe because Japan is a big island, you don't have it there. But we have plant lice everywhere. Anyway, so yeah, you don't see them. They're like flat, tiny, round, flat things that are on and under the leaf. So
Uh-huh.
by the time you notice you have it, your window is full of sticky lice poop, and the leaves are a little bit sticky, and then the lice are already big. So then you're too late. So when you just have like one or two
Oh yeah,
kind.
yeah, yeah. I see. I'm looking at it. Yeah, yeah, of course. I had those. Oh my, yeah. It's horrific.
So it's very strange, and only on this space in my house. So
Hi,
I don't know if
Alana.
it's the air, I don't know if it's the sun, I don't know if it's some energy that is hanging there. So I don't know what it is, but I do know that I didn't have it in my other house, and I also had more time to take care of the plants. I would, every Wednesday and Sunday, I would water them, and at the same time, I would take them off the shelf and see if they need changing for the soil or pot. And I would give them homeopathy when they had like issues and stuff like that. And I haven't been able to spend so much care on them. Like I have two plants outside, two avocado trees in a
Oh,
pot that I need to delice them and I need to repot them, and they're still there for over a week now. So as I said, being a single mom here alone with the kids, is just things got slower. So I
but
think
what
we have
plants do you have in your bedroom?
currently I have no plants in my bedroom. There's no surface to put plants right now in the
Mm.
in the bedroom. The bedrooms on the sunny side, and the edge in front of the window is very small. So
Mm.
I could put a cactus, like a tiny cactus, like a
Mm.
succulent. But other than that, they get burned because it's too hot.
Mhm.
So, and there's not enough space to put one. So unfortunately, but otherwise I would have an aloe vera, because I like that in my bedroom, and they do well. They do well there.
Yeah,
And
I used to have it in my bedroom. It was doing well, and then I started to realize that maybe it attracts some insects into house. So I ended up putting it outside. But now with your book, maybe I can repot it and then bring it back to my bedroom, because I used to love that. Like I know when we are sleeping, they're emitting CO2 that we need.
O2.
But usually I have the ventilation. I mean, I have the little bit of window open so that I've got the good airflow. And
Hmm.
I'm surrounded, yeah, I'm in the mountain actually, and I have a beautiful garden, especially now that's blossoming. So, yeah,
Yeah, they're emitting oxygen, not CO2. They're absorbing the CO2.
they're absorbing. Yeah, exactly. The other way around.
Yeah, yeah. You missed you misspoken.
Right.
Yeah. So I think I have about 20 something plants right now, so not so much. And I just got a few days ago. I saw here on the supermarket they were having these mini gingers again, or no, no, not ginger. Ginseng. You know how to pronounce it? Ginseng, I think in
Ah,
English.
ginseng. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I was like, this is my third attempt. The first one got also killed by my plant care babysitter, and the second one went from Spain to France. In France, it got really sad and dry, and there was no light really in that apartment. So I think it didn't get enough light, and then I think it didn't get enough water when we were out because it was so dry. And then I moved to my parents, and then moved to the camping, and then it moved here, and it was already dead, I think, when it was at the camping. So spent a lot of time traveling Europe in the car, and I think this is what was too hard for it. So I just got a new one, and I'm planning on keeping this one alive. I just saw some like text popping up. Is that people writing us? So I
Yeah,
really
yeah, yes.
I
So
can't see.
Eliza, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this person's name, Elizak or Elizak. So I had a very nice. So this person got the bundle, and it's congratulations. You're gonna love this bundle. And yes, that whenever I see that's appropriate. But I have to go back to our topic. Grandma's secret healing recipe. That Wendy, you are the one who came up with title, and I said, "Wow, this is so smart." Grandma's secret healing recipe. Okay, you go ahead. What is your grandma's secret healing recipe?
Okay, so my grandma will be 100 in a couple of months, right? So
Is
my
she
grandma's great.
alive?
Yes, she's alive.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, when she was young, there was not a lot of processed food, and if there was, they were not available for everybody,
Mhm.
especially not here in Brabant. The farmers. So what they ate was what they grow and what the neighbors grow. And yes, they had dairy, but that was from the guy that had some cows over there, and that was expensive. So they didn't have that a lot. Same for other animal products. And she's like, you wake up, you just get out of your bed immediately. You see where you go? That's the 5-second rule. If you watch the CEO, Secret Diaries, you know about this, right?
Mhm. Yep.
You wash your face. You don't have heating water. You don't have warm water. They don't have that. So you just wash yourself with water like that, cold water on your wrists. and on your face. And this resets the body. This makes you feel like you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Joe Dispenza and what's this other guy's name? Can't get his name. Like talking about you don't need to jump in an ice bath, but that is resetting your nervous system. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm awake and I'm calm. So these are just like, I'm just talking about waking up right now. And then I'm talking about what they ate. They ate from the soil. They ate what was there,
Mm-hmm.
local. They didn't have all this spraying pesticides and stuff. Like that was all for rich people. So actually the poor people were doing quite well eating all the plants that were there. And sometimes, yes, when the war came, it was hard and they didn't have a lot of food, but what they ate was probably not worse, but actually better than what most people eat right now. And then what they use as products, my grandma said, yeah, we used to have Zulicht. Like, what is Zulicht? What is Zulicht? And it's just a block of soap like that. And what it says on it is sunlight. But here in the Netherlands, people were still very connected with Germany, and so their second language would be German. We would, when TV came in the 50s, we would have Dutch channel and German. So, and the U in German is U. So she would read Zulicht because it says Licht, and Zulicht, Zoenlicht, instead of
Mm-hmm.
sunlight, because they didn't know any English. And it's just a clean soap bar. Actually, a really good one, and it cleans your clothes, it cleans your hands, something that looks like that. And this is
Mm-hmm.
actually white Marseille soap, but it's quite similar to that one. So they didn't have. I don't even have it in the house. These plastic bottles of my. That's why I had to use the computer here on the screen. You see this plastic bottle, this white bottle with this pink lid on it. They didn't have bottles like that in plastic
Mm-hmm.
with soap. They didn't go to the drugstore to have a choice out of millions of body soaps. They had this kind of stuff, which has
Mm-hmm.
oil in it, which has saponine in it, which has glycerin in it, has maybe an extract of a plant for some flavoring, if it even has that. So Grandma's Secret Healing Recipes is actually what my book is about, because at
Mm-hmm.
some point we have to realize that maybe the last 100 years we got a little lost, a little overexcited in what we let the factories put together for us. And yes, it makes your hair shine. Yes, it makes your skin glow, but it's fake shine. It's fake glow.
Mm-hmm.
It is silicone sitting on your face. It is silicone sitting on your hair. And I don't know all the other names out of the top of my head, but there are products, and I write about that in the book, which ones they are, that are added to these products to make you look good, but they only put like a plastic layer on top of you. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not you. Yes, it looks good for a while until it comes off. So it's not you. It's not healthy for you. It's actually hurting your skin. It's drying out your hair. So when you use those too much, it actually disturbs the hormonal balance, because it messes with the organs, with the endocrine system that is making the hormones.
Mm-hmm.
So then you start to make different hormones than instead of the ones that you need, and you get all the beginning of disbalance, and then in the end
Mm-hmm.
you get symptoms, and you say, yeah, everything seems to be off. Yeah, everything is off because you've been adding, since you were a baby, all these chemicals, the toothpaste, the soap, oh, this smells wonderful. First put the soap in the bath. Okay, then take the baby out, put some cream on the skin. Oh, then to put some special cream on the face. It's some different cream for the butt. And there's even something like baby hair conditioner. Like, guys, babies don't need all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying toxin free childhood is you can't take care of your baby. I'm saying there are so many other products out there that can give the same result, but then in a way that
Mm,
the skin of your baby is not drying out, that you do not mess with their endocrine system.
mm,
And I give you a manual here in the book where you can, where you can open the page. Okay, today the toothpaste is finished. I want to read that little part that's about toothpaste. I want to understand what's in the back. Okay, now I need to know that I can choose these products and I do not choose those. And
mhm.
so you can make an informed decision.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, it's important that the information is there, and you've done such a good job in organizing, and to be informed, and then that everyone has their choice to to go on with their life or change a little bit. Don't be overwhelmed, right? And do little by little, because that it could be overwhelming. But many mothers, I mean, I have never had kids, but I know so many mothers were so upset that there's so many toxin that they didn't realize, right? They didn't
right.
realize that they were feeding toxin to their baby.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah. And I
so
was not okay. So the book is called The Toxin Free Childhood, but I must be honest. This is chapter one. Oh,
yeah,
Eliza says I'm
yeah.
happy on this path. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
she's on high raw. That's great. There's other people watching, but this person is the only one who's commenting. So thank you so much, Elizak or Elizak. I really appreciate your lovely messages.
Yeah, everybody can say something, but you don't have to. We appreciate you being here, and we
Mm,
appreciate you listening to us. And I hope it's valuable for you. So
yeah.
yeah, and if you already have the bundle, so you know what you can do with this book, and I really appreciate if you use it like a manual. And if you're just like, oh my, I want to make my own soap one time, I want to make my own shampoo one time, or toothpaste, or the easiest thing to start is all-purpose cleaner. So if you want to make something yourself and you're not very, you're just getting started, and you're like, I'm not so confident, it's maybe difficult, yeah, you'll have to go to if you click on that, then you can go it to
Mother
the
Orange extract.
yeah, 12. Yeah, if you click on that, you can go there.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. But so that's 77.
Go to the mother orange extract. So I thought, oh no, I don't have it. I thought we were talking about your secret recipe, so I don't have that here. I do.
I
I
do
do
it
have
with.
this, which
Mm,
I use for my hair. So you see,
oh.
I bought this bottle. It's a food grade bottle. It is plastic, yes, but I bought six of them. They go in a pack of six. You could put sauce in it and then decorate it. That's what you see a lot of in the bundle. Decorate your food, and
Mhm.
I thought that would be really cool to put some soap or some conditioner in it.
So
And
is this what you have? Is this the mother orange extract as a hair cleanser or
no, the mother orange extract is a limonene based, and that's not conditioner. That would be more like
clean?
that's a degreaser.
Mm,
So for a soap, you need some ingredients. Like I said
mm,
before, you want something that degreases. You want some oil, and you want some water component, because you want to have, how do I say that? Okay, so if you spill something greasy, right, and you want to get it off with water, it doesn't mix, right? So
mhm,
so what soap is one part of the soap molecule connects to the water, and the other part of the same molecule connects to the oil, so that the oil can be diluted in the water and you can clean. So this is how you get grease out of your hair or stains out of your food. So this is a very simple chemical um, theory. Actually,
Mm,
we learned that, in secondary school, but as I was teaching this chemistry to little kids, I realized that 99.9% of the adults didn't remember that.
right.
uh,
So when you say sorry, when you say degrees, like when I wash dishes, I don't usually I just with raw vegan, you don't need a soap. You just have to rinse it off. But sometimes like I was making some nut-based dessert and that could be greasy. So can you use that what you the orange mother orange extract for
yes.
cleansing?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's when you want to use that. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
nice.
but it's called mother because if you have a very concentrated and you, for example, um, have it in vinegar,
Mm.
like I'm having it right now, it's amazing to clean the bathroom sink and the toilet. You see where I'm going? Because it also, um, in combination with some other components, can remove
Mm.
the lime, and all the stains there, and the toothpaste stains that stayed inside, and you know
Mm.
the salt that stayed inside. So you really, that's why it's called like the mother extract, because you can use it in multiple recipes
Mm.
coming um, down below. um yeah, yeah, that's all I can say.
Mm. That's great. I used to use that spray for cleaning. Basically, I was using it wrong. I do use it for the toilet cleaning. So I soak the orange peel. I boil it. Sometimes I do it in the white vinegar, and last time I just boiled it and then use put it in a spray. But
Hmm.
that doesn't last too long. You have to use the vinegar to last it long.
Yeah. So yeah, I put this in vinegar and in oil so it lasts long. But what is in the orange peels actually is the limonene, and it is an oil. It's actually the essential ingredient of the like the essential oil. It's the ingredient of the essential oil of all citrus fruits, and you find it in almost all cosmetic products, in all cleaning products, um, and it's even used as a extra flavor in some supermarket food. So when we are buying our oranges and we eating a lot of oranges in season as raw vegan, we better use those peels. You can.
Mm-hmm.
So another one of the recipes is where you can use the orange peels dried to make a scourge. So you grind it up and you use it as a scratchy product to get stains of, I don't know, whatever you have stains on.
Mm.
So for example,
On the
if
counter or on the what material?
yeah, so let's say outside on our outside table that we just had outside table, and a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
fall from the sky, they're glued to it. Then my kid took the new weights on it, and it made like these markings on it, and it couldn't get it off.
Mm.
So I said, okay, use that, and then you just scrape it off because it's a rubber, and yeah,
Oh, cool.
you don't want to
So,
dilute, can't dilute it, but you can erase it off with that.
okay, so you dry in a dehydrator, is it?
Mm, you can just hang them, light them in the sun.
Okay, and then you put it in the Vitamix or something to
i
make it in.
didn't I didn't, no, I don't want to destroy the vitamin.
Right. So you just use as it
I
is?
use, like these bowls with a tamper like that.
Ah, okay. Wow, that's a lot of work.
No, they break by themselves. They're very, like the ones
Oh,
I
you
have. Yeah, they
you
break. They just break apart. And yes, of course, you can put them in the Vitamix if you want. But last time I was just using it so much for
Mm.
smoothies and things that I didn't want to have leftover hard, tiny pieces of peel that I have to get off. And the oil then also comes in the tetrapene from the, the it's plastic, right?
Mm.
So I don't want it making scratches in the blender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, understand. Yeah, Vitamix is amazing though. It's just I have abused it so much, but the one that I bought 22.5 years ago is still thriving. Uh, I feel like one day it's gonna give up. But I've tried so many blender, and but nothing comes close to Vitamix. It's just so easy. I have NutriBullet as well, but Vitamix is so much easier to use.
Well, I hope you have a good one. I had one once that I bought, and it was making so much noise the first time I turned it on that I went back to using my Optimum blender. And I know that the jug of the Optimum blender, the one that I have actually, they don't make anymore, is not ideally designed. So when you make a lot of ice cream like I do, condense comes underneath. And if the condense comes underneath where the carbon is, you destroy it. Especially
Mm.
when you do hot, you wash warm water and then you put ice cream. You don't want to do that a lot. And they did that a little bit too much. So I
Mm.
already used two jugs, or actually it's the knife department. But it was so worth it. Like the noise of my Vitamix was like, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I put it away. And actually then I promised to give it to someone else and I lost it. Like I have no idea where it went, like 4 months
What?
ago.
What? What?
Well, if you're moving house a lot, you can get things get lost.
I mean, I've never heard anyone losing Vitamix. That's a heavy, big thing.
I don't know where it went.
But I understand. I lost so much when I was, especially when I was moving around in France, Paris. That was a whole another story. Paris people just steal things so easily, so I lost so much. But anyway,
Hmm.
so okay,
Okay.
so from your book, what's your favorite book? I know you're quite busy, but what's your favorite recipe that you cannot go without?
Well, I don't think I have that. I've been making a toothpaste for the last 15 years.
That's the number 9.
Yeah. But I've made different variations. I make a variation where I put Heal tea herbs from Dr. Robert Morse inside. I blend them and then put them inside
Mm.
to really heal the gums. I have variations where I put charcoal. I think the recipe that is in there does not have charcoal because later I found out that it's not so good to always put charcoal inside. And I
Mm.
don't, so I thought not to use that. And I also wanted to limit the amount of recipes because I also have this really awesome shampoo body wash recipe that I received also from another friend that I met at the Dutch Fruit Festival. But that one was it's really good, but it really requires you to buy a lot of products, material, the soap. So it does require more effort, and I wanted to keep this book simple for everybody, so everybody
Mm.
can get orange peels, everybody can get vinegar, everybody can get a jar so you can get started. You know what I'm saying? And if people have to buy, maybe glycerin is understandable, but yeah, so if I come with a list with 20 different ingredients, I thought maybe it'll be too overwhelming, and then that's not the aim that I wanted to have for this book. I wanted to really,
Ah, okay.
I said, I wanted to have like 4 or 5 ingredients max, so that
Mm.
and recognizable ingredients. So really, so I see part 2 coming as well, because when in the beginning you were talking about oh, so many parents, they feel bad about what they gave their child and they didn't know was toxic. Let's talk about a pram. You know, a pram, a baby pushy thing where you put the baby in and they lie all the day in the thing, and with wheels, and you walk with them outside.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So nowadays these things are made of plastic. And so they have like polyester cover plastic. They have a mattress made out of 100% plastic foam. You know that foam smells when it comes in a wrapped cover. You take the cover off, and then these volatile components, it just evaporate, and you go like, okay, and you're gonna put your baby on that. So I didn't write about that in the book. I had way, like, when I made the line out of all the chapters, I had like way more. And I categorized them in 10 different categories, and then underneath subcategories. And I only took the first three. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm going to stick with three. So the rest of the outline of the book, I didn't continue. Well, some parts I did write, but because when I was at 20 pages text only and like the cover, I thought, oh my God, if I'm going to add all the recipes now, my book will be 1,000 pages if we continue. So we have something coming up. We will have part 2 coming, I think, next year. And we will go into what's in toys, what's in frames. I got these frames, for example, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's say you want to have a frame in your baby bedroom and you think, nice, put a picture. So
Cute.
it looks quite good, right?
Agree.
Right? It looks wood, right? It's foam.
Oh,
I
it's a
couldn't
poem.
see that. Like, it was in a package from the distance. I was like, oh, it looks nice. And, wrapped, and then on the back, it looks wood, right? And this used to be cardboard, but it's
Yeah, like
cardboard
yeah,
with
everything
plastic.
is like yeah.
And I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I have other ones that I bought 20 years ago. They're wood. What's this now all of a sudden made from
it's
plastic?
cheaper, it's lighter, people don't care. And even the furniture, like we were looking for furniture because we haven't got much, and everything is just so light, like it's plastic basically.
Yeah. So I go a little bit into that in the introduction on these volatile components. This the plastic smell when you open a new something, new furniture, new paint. So I plan to write also about plant-based paint, and that in the past
Mm.
here, at least in Europe, I think in 1990 or something, 95, the formaldehyde was now not longer allowed in glue and paint for um, a particular how's that, like, personal use. It is allowed for industries, but not anymore for common men to buy in the supermarket or in the Home Depot. And also most of it is water based now, and you have now dyes that are plant sourced. I had like a whole outline for that chapter too, but I didn't put that in because I thought, okay, you have a baby, you want to paint the room, you want to have furniture, there's all these products you buy, and how to make a good choice for your baby. And I got started, and I thought, oh my gosh, if I continue, the book is going to be 1,000 pages. So it's enough. It's enough. We have 20 pages text and with pictures, and yeah, I put a recipe per page instead of in the beginning. I just write continuously, so it looks a lot, 98 pages, but when it's only 20, and it's not A4, it's like a mouse pad size.
Okay.
So
Well,
I didn't want to be overwhelming.
no, that was really well done, and I really appreciate that you wrote this book because you're someone I trust writing a book like this, and coming from naturopath with experience, it's really and this is the kind of thing, like DIY thing I love, and this is the
Mm.
kind of thing I'm always looking for. And yeah, I can't wait for the part two of Tom.
Me either. Well,
So yeah,
before that, we're going to talk about your contribution from Namado too.
but
In a couple.
look, it's been on already 1 hour and 5 minutes. I have another bundle starting. I mean,
Oh, well, you got to
la-
go then.
yeah, I've got another 5 minutes or so, but I can just quickly show um the my book front cover,
Mm-hmm.
and you can move. So Namado 2. So if anyone bought the first book, which I released in the last year's Raw bundle, it was Namado Raw Journey #1. And then this is the second one, because when I was writing that first book, I knew I had to write this story, which was a lot harder for me to share. So it's very, the first book is very personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I did share a bit about, it's not the straight line. There's ups and downs, but this really goes into the second. I can show
Well, I'm
the.
looking forward to reading it. I was enjoying your first book so well. Um, I mean, like the wrote your first book, what just caught me in the beginning, and it was so interesting that I wanted to know what was happening to you. The way you wrote it, it really builds up the story. So, I mean, I must be honest. I don't read all the books, especially the recipe books. If I don't need a recipe, I'm not going to read the whole book. But as you wrote about your personal story, it really caught me. So
Thank
yes,
you.
I'm very eager to read it because I know that we're going to talk again this week. Not at the top of my head when, but at least, no, Tuesday at least, but I don't know when more. And
Yeah,
I'm keen to see how far I get because I want to share people what my review, my opinion. I want to share
mm.
people what I think about it. And if this one is written as well as the first one, I am sure everybody's going to enjoy it. So
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So the first book, I have a hard copy on Amazon, so you can purchase it on PayHip or um PayHip, is it? Yeah, PayHip or Amazon on hard copy, because quite a people wanted to have the hard copy version. And this one is quite different. And I wanted to make sure that the story also builds up, and it's interesting and easy to read. When I am stuck with something, I am very easily discouraged. And so I've shared with some people who I trust, and they were not raw vegan. And this one who I highly think, he said, you must contact an editor, like famous publisher in the States and in Europe, because you did you owe this to your ancestor to.
Totally, I totally get it. Yeah. So that I mean to say, like people, you if you stuck with the hour and you have not gotten the bundle, just click the link in either my bio or Kiko bio, depends who you want to support, and go get these books in a raw vegan bundle because it's just a one-time opportunity. Um,
Yeah, and
it's
I was sharing with someone yesterday. I don't, I don't like to pressure anyone to buy anything. I don't like it when someone pressure me. So I just share for some people who might profit. And this person actually ended up buying my Namado book from last year because she didn't get the book, but it's $20, and the bundle itself is only $50. And I'm grateful and I'm flattered that someone keep on buying. I have much better sales on my PayHip and Amazon, which I don't earn especially the book, the hardcover book, I don't make any money. Really, just few.
No, that is Amazon is horrible. The only one who makes money on Amazon is Amazon. I saw it. If you want to make €1, you have to sell your book for 25.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but it's okay. It's it's a knowledge that I'm happy to share, and I'm grateful
Yeah.
that I don't have to. If you do the self-publishing, then that's a lot of money in front. But yeah, yeah. So this book,
That's a
I
kiddo.
hello.
Okay, okay, Kiko. I think we should really wrap it up because there's two kids pulling on me as well. Nee, nee, nee,
Oh,
nee,
they need mommy. Okay, well, thanks so much,
nee. Mommy's gotta
Wendy.
go.
For Yeah, I loved your book. It's so well organized, beautifully designed. Hello. Oh my God. She's getting big. So, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Hello.
Come down, come down.
She's getting big. Oh, all right. I'll let you go. Well, I just wanted to thank you again for your contributions. Beautiful. And I cannot wait to go into the DIY. And I'll tag you when I do make your recipes.
Oh yeah, do that.
All
But
right.
give me the
Well, thanks.
critic too, like it failed.
Okay. Yeah.
I succeeded.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you
You were
so much,
great.
everyone. Thanks, Eliza, for your comments. I really I appreciate it. And we'll be back soon.